About a year and a half ago, I put in a reservation on the all-new Ford F-150 Lightning, and I didn't really know how long it was going to take before I actually got my hands on mine, and in the meantime, bought the all-new Toyota Tundra. Well, now I've got two trucks, and I have to sell one of them, and so one of these two trucks is on the way out. In today's video, I'm going to give a quick explanation of how I decided which of the two trucks to sell. To help me answer this, the first question that I asked myself is, which of the two trucks do I like more? And to be completely honest, that was a really hard question to answer because both trucks have a lot to offer. First off, the Lightning. It's a great looking truck. It's very comfortable, very smooth. It drives like a luxury vehicle. The handling is phenomenal. That's one of my favorite things about it, without a doubt. It has a perfect 50-50 weight distribution, standard all-wheel drive, and not only is it great on dry pavement and on windy roads, but it is phenomenal in snowy and icy conditions. And then of course the fact that it's an electric vehicle. It's very powerful, it's very quick, and it saved me a lot of money in terms of monthly costs to operate. When it comes to fueling costs, oil changes, long-term maintenance, this definitely has the edge over the Tundra. Now on the flip side of that, there's also a lot to love about the Tundra. In terms of styling, I know that it's polarizing and a lot of people don't like it. I do like it. I think it's a really great looking truck. I love the fact that it's got a lot of character, a lot of personality. And I love the fact that when modified, it's got a really aggressive look to it because of some of those styling cues. I'm not particularly fond of the styling on the Tundra in stock form, but with modifications, I think it's a great looking truck. Likewise, inside, I just really like the feel of the cabin. It's got some really nice styling cues, some of the details, just give it a lot of personality, whereas the Lightning, I feel like it's a little bit dull inside in comparison. On top of that, with it being a gasoline-powered vehicle, even though there's some downsides to that, there's some upsides. I feel like it gives the truck more personality. When you accelerate, you feel some of the vibrations. You hear the turbos kicking in. Although fake, the artificial audio that you get coming through the speaker system gives the truck kind of a cool feel. I also like the fact that this has a little bit better ground clearance and breakover angle for off-road driving. The Lightning does have a locking rear differential, so with some of the modifications that I've made to the Tundra, if I were to do the same to the Lightning, it wouldn't be all that bad off-road. But the biggest issue is that I like to do a lot of driving way out in the middle of nowhere. And range is definitely an issue on the Lightning, less of an issue with the Tundra, and that's where this really has a huge advantage. The next question that I asked myself is, which truck makes more financial sense to keep? And on the surface, the Lightning would be the truck that makes more sense. The operational costs on a monthly basis are a lot lower on this when it comes to fueling costs, oil changes, other ongoing maintenance. But the Lightning is newer than the Tundra, it's in much shorter supply and much higher demand. And with that, its current value is significantly higher than the Tundra. And so although this maybe would be the cheaper vehicle to keep long term, in terms of the financial benefit that I'm gonna get right now, given the fact that the Lightning is worth a lot more than the Tundra, is worth a lot. The next question is, which of the two trucks is better for my YouTube channel? Now, I don't buy my vehicle specifically because of my YouTube channel. I don't make enough on my channel to justify that driving the decision on what I own, but it is a factor that I consider because my channel does provide some level of income. It's something that I enjoy doing, and it's kind of fun to be a part of this community and have, you know, a group of subscribers or followers that enjoy seeing what I do with my vehicles. Obviously, the Tundra is the fan favorite currently. I've kind of developed my channel around the Tundra with the amount of Tundra content that's been on the channel in the last year and just the large Toyota following. And so certainly this is the truck that has more of the appeal. The problem though is that while there are a few things that I might still change about the truck, I've pretty well gotten it to the point that I want it. And so there's not necessarily a lot of content that I can create with the Tundra if I keep it. On the flip side of that, there's a lot that I could do with the Lightning. I had some pretty grand plans for the Lightning from the start in terms of doing a lift kit on it, aftermarket wheels and tires, other modifications. And I think it'd be a really fun project, especially with the Lightning being an all-new vehicle, being electric, and probably being a less popular vehicle in terms of modifications than the Tundra, given that there's a pretty, large community of people that are doing similar modifications on their Tundras. And so there's a lot that you could do with the Lightning. The problem though is that despite the fact that this is one of the most exciting new vehicles of 2022 in my opinion, the channel's just not buying in. And I think, again, it's because I've got this Toyota base. Guys that are really into gasoline-powered trucks don't love the whole EV movement, aren't necessarily into Fords. And so I'm not necessarily getting buy-in from all of you. I wasn't necessarily expecting that there'd be so much animosity for a Ford on the channel and for an EV. And so while I had grand ambitions from that standpoint, not necessarily feeling the love from all of you. So given all these factors, what I ultimately decided to do was just go ahead and list both trucks. And so I put both the Tundra and the Lightning up for sale, listed them a little bit higher than what they probably should cost, and figured whatever happens, happens. If I keep the Tundra, I'm happy with that. I love it the way that I've got it set up. It's a great truck. There's a lot to love about it, and it's the fan favorite on the channel. If I end up with the Lightning, it saves me a lot of money on a monthly basis. It'll be a fun new project, and there's a lot to love about it too. And so I just listed them both high and figured, go ahead and see what happened. I ended up with a few inquiries on the Tundra, but ultimately a lot more interest on the Lightning, several offers, one of which I've accepted. And so sadly, the Lightning is on its way out and I'll be hanging on to the Tundra, but it's a win-win situation because, again, I love both trucks. And so I'm happy to keep the Tundra around, definitely have grown attached to it over the course of the last year, but I'm sad to see the Lightning go as well. It's been a really pleasurable 3,000 miles. I can't say enough good things about this truck, and I would definitely highly recommend it to anybody that's considering making the jump into the F-150 Lightning. There's a lot to love about it, and it's a solid truck all around. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and for more car and truck videos, be sure to subscribe. In the meantime, thanks for watching.